So next would be private clouds. They're dedicated environments within an enterprise or hosted by a private cloud provider. In other words, you're able to leverage a private cloud as a service, believe it or not. Some of the advantages would be full control over the infrastructure. You own it, you're able to see the servers, and you're able to control it completely. So enhanced security and compliance, cost predictability for steady workloads. In other words, since the cost of the hardware is a sunk cost, you know how much it's going to cost you this month, next month, the month after that. So the challenges would be limited scalability compared to public clouds because, again, if you're trying to scale up beyond the amount of hardware you own, you have to go off and buy more hardware. High initial deployment costs. You have to buy the hardware, the software, the people that are able to configure it and leverage it. And typically high development costs and moderate to low operational costs because the workloads are predictable. So private clouds are owned hardware environments. They're going to run private cloud software, which is going to be something that emulates a public cloud provider, but in a private space, providing many of the same capabilities. So that's good. And also they've advanced a lot in the last 10 years. They used to be, engineering projects, back when I was deploying them and 2013, 2015. Now they're very turnkey. They provide the easy button for different ecosystems such as AI and agentic AI. And many enterprises are turning to them because of the cost advantage. In other words, if we're leveraging a predictable workload, we don't necessarily need this thing to scale up and scale back on a daily or monthly basis like we can do on a public cloud provider. They're a cost-effective alternative because, again, cost of hardware is going to be significantly cheaper than running it on a cloud provider or a hyperscaler where you're going to pay for use. And that's where the cost comes in. So these are lower cost, capable alternatives of running your agentic AI system.